I'm Joy. I post every week about my journey into minimalism, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Swedish art of death cleaning. Doesn't that sound fun and exciting? But yeah, it is good, it's good. So basically what it is this lady, Margareta Magnusson, wrote a book which translated into English is The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning, which sounds a bit scary and a bit morbid, but it's good, it's fine. It's minimalism. It's, you know, a rose by any other name, it's still a rose. It's minimalism, but it's with a slightly different kind of twist on it. So a lot of people, when they come to minimalism, say, oh, you know, it changed my life so much, it freed up my time, and I can now do things that I really enjoy and all that sort of thing. But this is kind of saying, actually, you know, don't sort out your stuff and declutter and organise your space for you. Kind of do it for those who are gonna kind of have to deal with things after you've gone. So when we all pass on, there is gonna have to be someone that will come and clean up all our mess. Yeah, be that, you know, a family member or kind of just the council or whoever it's going to be, someone's actually going to have to sort out your stuff and clean it up. And if it's someone you love, then you're not going to want to burden them with having to go through a load of tack and rubbish and trying to work out, actually, is this important, is this not? Will I feel guilty if I let this go because I know my mum really likes it? And yeah, it's sort of kind of saying, you know, just keep going through your possessions. It's mainly aimed at kind of the over 50s, but she says, you know, you should do it all through your life. And just kind of, yeah, going through them and going, is this something that I'm going to want to pass on? You know, is this something that someone's going to want to get? Or is it something that's just important to me? So she has a box of things that she keeps that are sentimental and important to her, but she knows that they have no value or none of her kids are going to want them, so she's just written on the top of the box to throw away. So when her kids come, they know that that box they can just throw it away without any guilt or anything, and yeah, that she would have been absolutely fine with that. So yeah, it's kind of like minimizing obsessions, just having the important things around you. So it's very much like Marie Kondo in that respect. The books are quite similar when you read them, but yeah, it's a nice different take on it. And I like the fact that it's kind of saying, you know, don't do this for yourself, do this for others. I sort of came to this idea like quite naturally, like when I did the KonMari method, the sentimental items. If you saw that one, see, I was talking about, I felt ridiculous saying it, but I'd gone through the kids' sentimental things and thought, actually, are the boys going to want to inherit this when they're older? And they're 1 and 3, so, you know, it was really early for me to be thinking that. But I decluttered, kind of thinking, no, I actually just want to pass on those things, and so they're not going to have to sort through all of their preschool drawings. You know, they're going to know the important ones that either they really cherished or that I really cherished, and yeah, not have to deal with all that when I'm gone, which, you know, won't be for another 100 or so years. But and when I was kind of doing the minimalist game, I went up to my parents' attic and started to try and sort some of the stuff out that's up there, because I've got a lot of things, not only from childhood, but also like the things that I got out on the minimalist game were all things from our wedding that had kind of gone up into the loft because we'd got married down near my parents' house. So yeah, all those sort of things that had been stored and kept, and at some point I'm going to have to deal with them. So it's quite good that I'm kind of getting onto it now. But yeah, it's a tricky subject as well though, because how do you broach this with someone else? Like, going into my parents' house and kind of getting up into the attic to look for all those things that I can start to make progress on made me realise that actually, like, it's gonna be a massive job when they're gone to go through all of their things. And I spoke to my mum about it and saying, like, we don't know what's of value and what's not and things. And my brother made the joke that when they go, we're gonna have to put a skip outside each window and just toss, because there's a lot of stuff, because they run businesses and things from their house, so it's crazy. And it's kind of funny, but also it was funny because there was an element of truth to it. And, you know, Mum was like, oh, you can't do that, you couldn't, that donkey in the bathroom, that's valuable. And it's like, we would have never have known that unless I'd had that conversation with her. So although I didn't bring up, you know, death cleaning or anything like that, it was just a general conversation about kind of minimalising and what we're going to do, like, once they've gone. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I have no answers. If anyone knows how to bring this topic up with your loved ones and kind of encourage them to death clean, then please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, otherwise, all my plan is that every time I go and see my mum, I'm just going to start trying to clear my stuff out of her house, so that at least that's one less thing that they've got to deal with. And for myself, for my own part, I'm kind of gonna, yeah, bear that death cleaning advice in mind as I declutter our space. Kind of, I'm gonna think not only the KonMari does this spark joy for me, but actually, am I gonna wanna pass this on? And is someone gonna have to deal with this if I collect teapots because they spark joy for me? Then am I just burdening my kids with 200 odd teapots and that they'll feel really guilty about chucking because they meant a lot to me? And I think the trick there is that if you love teapots and you want to collect them, go for it, collect them. They'll spark joy for you, but tell your kids, you know, it's all right if when I'm gone you sell these. That's fine. I won't, you know, hold a grudge or something like that, just to kind of make the process a bit easier for the people that are going to come after you. But yeah, don't know if this video has helped at all. They're just my random ramblings and thoughts on the concept. I think it's a good idea, and I think it's definitely got value. It is very similar to other stuff, but then you can't have too many books in the world or anything, so I think it's brilliant. And if it resonates with you, then that's fantastic. I think for myself, it's something that I will just bear in mind, but I won't be kind of focusing on. So that's it for today. If you like these kind of videos and you want to see me kind of decluttering my stuff and my progress into minimalism and all that, please subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. Love to have you come along, and I will see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.